Right, let's spread the toes, soften the knees, tuck the tail, core slightly engaged. Go. Shoulders up, back, and down. Crown of the head lifts, chin tucks back. Take a breath in and out. So breath in through the nose, sigh it out through the mouth, stretching through your back. And here's your last one. I want you to stretch it as tall as you can. Really go high, go high, go high. And throw it away. Drop the chin, lift the toes, relax shoulders and knees. Toes down, heels up. Heels down, toes. Keep that going. Keep the core strong. Focus on something on the ground that's not moving. Helps with that balance. Apologies from Chrissy. She wasn't well through the weekend, so thought it best to take some time out. Right, we're going to separate. We're just going to lift the big toes. Push those little toes as firmly as you can. Big toes down, little toes up. Try not to roll your knees in. And again, keep that going. Try and be as strong as you can. If we can strengthen our toes and our feet, helps with balance and posture. Last one. Right, now pull the toes towards the heels unless you cramp. Release, do it again. Get that little bit of air space underneath. Maybe you can see the bones in the top of your feet. Unless you cramp, of course, then of course you don't do it. Right, now let's rock side to side, working with your ankles. And stretch. Get that little toe from underneath, press it down, feel it in the top of the foot, through to the toes. Let's go the other side. Right, standing nice and tall out of your hip, circle your ankle. Holding the wall if you need that support. Engage that core, pull the pelvic floor up. Take your circle the other way. And flex and point. Right, we're on the other side. Spread the toes, soften the knee, nice and tall out of your hip. Circle. And the other way. And flex and point. Right, feet go together. Bend the knees and circle, keeping your heels down, shoulders down, warming up through calves and ankles. Take your circle the other way. Last one, and let's walk through the feet. Shrug shoulders to ears and drop. Breath in, breath out. Last one. Right, working the shoulders to the front, to the ears. Pinch the shoulder blades together. Trying to get as much movement through those shoulders as you can. Right, let's bring in the elbows. Hands to shoulders, big circle. Right, straight arms, palms together, graze the ears, push away. With the breath, breath in, breath out. Last one, we're going to go the other way, but start small. So pinch to the ears, forward. Keeping that core gently engaged. Bring in those elbows. And straight arm. Right, meet those palms in the front and open to the side. Working with your lower back as to how much twist you can get. Warm up through your middle, stretch through your shoulder. Breath into the front, breath out as you twist. One more each way. Right, feet go further apart and we wrap. We look over the shoulder, point the toe, nice and loose through the arms this time. Let them smack you in the back. One more each side. Right, let's take it up and over. Chin into armpit, arm by ear, stretch it down. Breath into the top, breath out as you stretch. So pushing that foot down, stretching through the fingers. Feel it through your side. Here's your last one. Hands go up. Drop to the foot. Take it through the middle. Come up the other side. Breath into the top. Breath out as you go through. Keep that core strong. Protect your lower back. Don't force yourself. Just let gravity take those hands down. Right, we've got one more each way. Right, arms go wide. One foot to the front, the other to the mirror. You're wide so that when you go down, your toes are in front of your knee. Can you see your big toe? Push your front knee out. Now roll your back foot back so you feel it down the outside of the leg. Shoulders down, palms back. Bring your shoulders back above your hips, sink. Take a breath to the tops, fill the feet. Breath out to the other side. Right, keep that going with your breath, pushing that front knee out, pushing the back foot back, trying not to lean forward. Right, this one you hold. Right, push the knee out, push the back foot back, hand comes to the leg, you come up and over. Feel the stretch through that side. Now elbow comes to thigh, arm comes up and over, chin into armpit, stretch the fingers away, push the foot down. Right, straighten your leg, I've gone too far. Straighten your leg, we're gonna triangle. So you hold yourself up, if you can see in the mirror, watch your hand go down, and as soon as your top shoulder and top hip come forward, you stop. Right, looking to that front foot, put your weight into it and hop. One, halfway. Then we balance. You take your fingers down towards the mat, lift your back foot up. If you need to touch it down again, do so. Those that can, foot straight out the back, toes down, heel presses back. Balance. We're going to come down, we come down wide. We're on the other side, so one foot to the front, the other one to the wall. Take yourself down, can you see your big toe? Arms up, shoulders down, press your back foot back, hand to the leg, up and over. Remember that front knee, keep the inner thigh engaged. Elbow to thigh, up and over. Right, we're going to straighten the front leg, go into your triangle, keep that top hip, top shoulder open, just go as far as you can.
Where do you feel that diameter, the back of the knee?
It's here, on the side. So which back of the which knee? This one here. This leg is, yeah, this leg is getting a stretch down the back of it, but it's also keeping the shoulder open so you get the stretch down that side. So if you come forward, you lose that stretch. So if you're not feeling it down the side, pull your shoulder back. Come a bit higher, pull the shoulder back. Right, you got the weight into that front foot. One hop, balance. Toes down, heels back. Hold, core strong. Right, coming down wide, toes out 10 and 2. Right, take it to the top. Tuck the tail with your knees, push your knees out over your toes. Again, you should be able to see those big toes. Tuck the tail, nice straight back. Right, this one I want you to go as low as you can. Elbows come onto the inside of the thighs, palms together, drop your tail. Feel the stretch through the inner thighs and groin. Right, bring your elbows to your thighs and lift your heels. Working calves and ankles. Can you lift both? Lift both and hold. Keep your heels up, rise up into a star. Come up, hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels down, walk your feet in, use your ankles until your feet are hip width apart, toes forward, come to your toes. When you're up, drop your shoulders down your back, tuck your tail under, lift your pelvic floor, get those heels as high as you can. Come down slowly through your feet. You're in control. Your heels touch, sit back in your chair. Now quick glance down, knees back from toes, knees haven't rolled in. If it's uncomfortable for your shoulders to have your arms up, then put them down in jet plane. So palms are down, shoulder blades down your back. Otherwise, arms by ears, palms facing in. All the weight in the heels, sit bones back and wide. Gaze to your mat, it keeps your neck nice and long. Take a breath, engage your core, push through the heels slowly. In control. Coming up slow, come to the heel, toes. Drop your shoulders, tuck your tail. Go as high as you can. Again, slowly down through those feet and sitting back in that chair. Maybe a little lower this time. Watch those knees don't come in. Shoulders down. Take a breath and go as low as you can. Take a breath. Engage your core. Push through your heels. Slow, in control, to the toes. And down. Well done. Roll the shoulders. Grab your hands. Take them down past your tail. Then pull them back as far as you can. If you can, put your palms together and stretch through the chest and shoulders. Bring it to the front. Scoop the belly, chin to chest. Press away. Feel it in the upper back. Right, now go tall. Tuck your tail and do a little back bend. It's not much, just enough to tighten that skin across your belly. And release. Whew. Right, we are going to balance. So if you need to go to the wall, do so. If you're at home, grab a chair or bench. Spread your toes. Soften your knee. Nice and tall. Bring your knee up. Give your ankle a twirl. Hug your knee in as you drop your shoulders down your back. Bring your knee across the center of the body. Feel that stretch. Just go through that hip and butt a little more. Grab your ankle. Put your knees together. Roll the shoulder back. Now pull the heel into your butt. Nice and tall out of your hip. Lengthen your thigh, your knee towards the mat. Are you going to put your foot down? Flex it. Arms out. We're going to work our hips. You bring your leg up. You take it down. Breath in. Breath out. So don't flick it. Use the muscles in the front of the leg. Right. Now your arms go out. Your foot is across the center of the body, but the leg is straight. Go out to the side. Now working with your hip here as to how high you can go. Nice and slow, so you work the muscles. One more. Right, we're across the body again, but you're going to soften your knee. Take your palms up towards the ceiling. It just rolls your shoulders back. Open the gate. Lift your knee as high as you can. Take it to the back. Now let's bring it round to the front. And for balance, don't touch your toes down. Try and get your knee as high as your hip allows. Right, you got one more to the back. What's going on out there? And one more to the front. I'll put you off, sorry. Right, into your version of tree. Toes on the mat, toes, sole of the foot into the calf or into the thigh. Now, arms go up, wrap your palms around each other, push your knee out, look to the ceiling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that hurt. Oh, other foot. Right, spread your toes. Soften your knee nice and tall. Whoa, bring the knee up and give that ankle a twirl. Really good strengthening of your supporting leg. Now hug your knee in and drop your shoulders down your back. Bring the knee across the center of the body. Let's just stretch out that hip. Grab the ankle. Put the knees together. Roll the shoulder back. Pull the heel into your butt. Lengthen through your hip. Nice and tall out of your supporting hip. Foot goes down. Flex it. Arms out. And lift. And lower. One more. Right, arms go wide. Leg is across the center of the body, but the leg stays straight, up to the side. Keep your core strong. So pelvic floor lifted. Belly button to spine. Last one. Right, foot goes, now you bend your knee slightly, palms are up. Lift the knee as high as you can. Take it to the back. And keep it going. Touching the toes down if you need to for that balance. Last one to the back. Last one to the front. Right, your version of tree. Knee out, arms up, gaze up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Shake that off. Really good for your hips. I twisted my ankle the other day and it went right up into my hip, so that's why we're doing a little bit of hip work today. Right, to stretch it out, you put one foot over the other and then you walk your hands down your leg or you roll down. Now it's the back leg we're stretching. So you push the back heel down, lift the back hip crease up, and you should feel a stretch through the back of the leg, but also down the side of the leg, IT band. And then if your IT band allows, take your hands towards the instep of the back leg, and you'll get a bit more stretch. Now lift the back hip crease up. Come back to the middle if you're twisted. Core strong, either roll up or walk your hands up your leg. Right, let's go the other side. Foot over. Walk your hands down your leg or roll down. Either have your hands on the mat or on your leg. Right, that back leg, push the heel down, lift the back hip crease up. Let the head hang, and then turning your hands towards the instep of your back foot if you want that extra stretch. Coming back to the middle, core strong. Walk your hands up your legs or roll up. Right, let's do the swivel of the feet. Get our feet hip width apart. First roll down, breath in. Breath out, drop that chin, shoulders forward, core strong, weight in the hands. Let the hands drag you down nice and slow. Right, when you get to the bottom, cup your elbows, let those shoulders fall towards the mat. Rock forward to the balls of your feet. Rock back into your heels. Then find that even balance through the feet, lifting your toes high, spread them wide. Place them down. So feeling all 4 sides of your feet, all the toes pressing down, both sides of your heels. Keeping your knees soft, now lift your tail as high as you can towards the ceiling. So you feel that stretch go through the back of the legs, through the butt. Belly button to spines, you got that hollow under your ribs. Keep your eyes open, looking between your legs. Keeps your neck nice and long. Give your shoulders a bit of a roll. Right, let them fall towards the mat. Relax your neck, give your head a nod, give it a shake. Let the crown of the head sink. Release those arms. Take a breath. Engage your core and slowly bring yourself up. Stack your vertebra as you come, keeping your hands and head heavy. Big roll of the shoulders at the top. Chin's the last thing up. Breath. Let's take it down again. Pelvic floor lifted, belly button to spine, hips stacked above ankles. Let the hands drag you down. Cup those elbows at the bottom. Take a breath. Breathing out. Let the crown of the head sink as you lift your tail high. Belly button to spine. Each time you breathe out, can that head go a little closer to the mat, tail a little higher. Release those elbows, take a breath, engage the core, we're back up. Pressing firmly through all 4 sides of your feet, keeping your knees soft, quads strong, stacking those vertebrae as you come. Roll, chin, with the breath this time, so breath in, breath out, we touch the mat. Breath in now. This is, we've done this before and we're going to do it in levels. So level 1, walk yourself out and come down to all fours. Wrists under shoulders, and hips square. Now roll your shoulders back so the crook of the arms to the front. Bring your nose in front of your fingers. Tricep dip down. Elbows go straight back to your ribs. Push yourself back up. You do a cat and then a cow. You come to neutral spine, turn your toes. Tail up, you're in down dog. Core strong, walk your hands back. You take a breath in at the bottom. Breath out, you roll up. So that's level 1. Breath in at the top. Breath out, you go down. You can stay with level 1 or come out to a half plank. So that's on your knees with your hands out. Roll the shoulders back again, everyone. Do your tricep dip. Level 1, you're in cat-cow. Level 2, let your belly land and go into a cobra. Work with your lower back. Bring yourself down. Bring yourself up. Everybody meets in down dog. Pushing through the palms, lifting the tail. Breath in, breath out. Walk your hands back. Try not to wriggle through your hips. Keep your knees soft. Breath in at the bottom. Breath out, roll up. Breath in at the top. Breath out, come down. So either level 1 onto all fours, level 2 onto a half plank, level 3 to a full plank. Everybody rolls their shoulders back, come forward to toes, do your tricep dip. Land or cat-cow. Right, you're either cobra, swan, or up dog. All right, we're all meeting in down dog. Stretch, core strong, walk back. See, keeping the knees soft. Hold in the roll down, breath in, breath out, roll up. So those are your 3 levels. We're going to do one more, you go to your level. No pain, no strain, please. Work with how your body feels today. And it might just feel a little different from the last time we were there. So on all fours, half plank, full plank. Roll the shoulders back, forward to toes. Tricep dip down. You either land on your belly or you're in cat-cow. You're in cobra, swan, up dog. What works for you? Everybody meet in down dog. And core strong, walk the hands back. Hang in your roll down. Take a breath, engage the core. We're back up. Right, one more. Breath in. This time you're going to hold it at the bottom. Just hang and give your shoulders, give your neck a shake. We're going into standing cat, so you either hold behind your knees or tuck your fingers under your toes. Tuck your chin, tuck your tail, suck your belly up. Feel that stretch through your spine. Release, palms to mat. We're going to walk out to your version of plank, so a half plank or a full plank. Whatever works for you. Now you can be on your hands and put the weight through your heels and lift your hips because you like this. That's better. Looking in the mirror, pushing through the palms, lifting the shoulders high, looking beyond the mat. Now put the weight through your heels if you're on your toes. Core strong, pelvic floor lifted, tail tucked under. Breathe. Those that want to, drop one knee towards the mat, but don't let it land. Push back through the heel. Breath in, breath out, you drop. Breath in, you push back. Breath out, you drop. Core strong, so the hips don't drop. Press firmly through those shoulders. Don't let the shoulders sag. One more. Holding your plank, come to down dog. Unless this is uncomfortable for your shoulders, then you're in child's pose. Right, down dog, spread your fingers wide. Turn your biceps to your ears. Feel your shoulders just open. Push your ribs towards your thighs. Tail towards the ceiling. Heels towards the mat. So press through the palms and lift your tail high. Feel the stretch through your back.
Soften one knee, press through the back of that other leg. Other side. Now keep your ribs pressed towards your thighs. Walk through your feet. So the only thing moving is your feet and legs. You're pressing through your palm, lifting your tail high, keeping that back still. Then heels go down, tail goes up, core strong. Put your weight through your left foot, left heel. Lift your right leg straight up. Equal pressure through your hands. Bend your right knee and take your knee towards the ceiling. Now work with your hips here as to how much of a bend you can get. Straighten your right leg. Come to the toes on the left foot. Bring your right knee into your chest. Put your right foot between your hands. Or come down to your knee if you need to. Come down to the knee and the right. So you'll want your toes in front of your knee. Now, is this okay for knees, Ruth? Just work with what you can. Right, you bring yourself up, hand on knee, and you sink down. So I want your shoulders and hips in line. So don't lean forward. Come back. Feel the stretch through that hip. So you keep sinking as you bring your shoulders back. Right, and you need to bring your toes in front of your knee. So you're like this. You need to have those toes in front. That's it. And you should be able to see your big toe so the knee's not rolling in. Right, you're going to turn towards your bent knee. So you put your hand on the outside of the knee. That gets you going the right way. Then the hand goes round. So it goes on the small of the back and round the waist or around the thigh. Now you press your back shoulder back, bring your front shoulder forward, look over your shoulder and sink into that hip. Right, hand on the knee goes to the mat. So it's inside of the foot. And the other arm goes up. Looking towards that hand, feeling the stretch through the hip. Right, bring yourself back. You're going to sit back on putting your hips back, pushing your toes down. So you feel a stretch through the back of the leg, but what we're trying to stretch is the shin and the top of the foot. So pull the hip creases back, push the toes down. Now try not to sink your head down. Keep your back nice and straight. And then depending on you, walk your hands forward, keeping your back straight, gaze to the top of the mat, pushing the toes down. Now peel your toes towards your nose. And you get the stretch through the back of the leg. Now those that can, sit back on your heel. Ruth, you probably don't want to do this one. You sit back on your heel, toes to nose. Now work with your hips. Stay on the knee if you need to. So you're stretching through the back of that leg. Again, nice straight back. You lean it forward. Hinge from the hips. Look to the top of your mat. Right, peel the toes back down. Hands on both sides. Lift the back knee. Going to take that right foot up into the air. One-legged dog. Stretch it up. Put that foot down. We're back in down dog. Biceps to ears. Tail towards the ceiling. Heels down. We're on the other side. So right heel goes down. Equal pressure through the hands. Lift the left leg up. Go long. Now bend the left knee and aim the knee towards the ceiling. So depending, like the hip that I hurt is now getting worked. So I can't go as high as the other side. So work with your body. And then straighten that left leg. You come to the toes on the right foot. Knee goes into chest. Foot goes between the hands. Back knee down. Right, make sure toes are in front of knee. So bring it, that's better. Bring it up. Hands on thigh. You coming down into this hip. Bring your shoulders back. Can you see your big toe? So don't let your knee roll in.
and feel the stretch through the hip. Right, the right hand goes to the outside of the left knee, so you're turning towards your bent knee, and then the hand goes to the small of the back, around the waist or around the thigh. Push your back shoulder back, bring your front shoulder forward, looking towards your shoulder. Don't let that front knee roll out. You're feeling the stretch through that hip. Right, the hand on the knee to the mat. Now, if you found you were a little off balance last time we did that, take your hand a bit wider, and then you lift your hand up, and you push through the palm and reach the hand high. Bring yourself back down. You pull your hips back, push your toe back down. So you've pushed the hip creases back, push the toe down, look to the top of your mat, and keeping your back straight. And then if you want to go forward, but don't let the chest drop. Peel the toes towards the nose. Right, you stay here, or work with your knee, come down. And then, again, back straight. So the more the foot is flexed, the more stretch you're getting through the back of the leg. Peel the toe down. Yeah, watch the hips. Hands on both sides of the foot. Turn the toes. Knee comes up. Get into your down one-legged dog again. Put the toes down. Your down dog. Biceps to ears, ribs to thighs, heels to mat. Stretch the tail high, push through the palms. Take a breath. Engage your core. Come back to your plank. Nice and slow. Push the heels back. Press through the palms. Then knees come down. Whew, tail goes back. Stretch out in child's pose. Right, put the big toes together and knees wide. Sit your tail back. Now stretch your fingers as far away as you can. Forearms and elbows are up. Forehead relaxes down. Press your tail. So feel the stretch. Up into your armpits, then through your back. Keeping the tail still, chest and chin low. Walk your hands off your mat to one side. When you've gone as far as you can, now you stretch through the fingers again. Press the tail back. Feel the stretch through your sides. Going over to the other side, chest and chin stay low, tail stays still. Stretch it away. Come back to the middle. Let's go into resting child's pose. So knees and ankles are together. Take your hands around, put them under your legs or under your toes. Your head comes down and you look between your knees. Let your shoulders waterfall. If you need the ball under your head to support your neck, put it there. And feel your shoulders go as heavy as you can towards the mat. Stretching through the upper back. Deep breaths when you stretch. Hands under shoulders, bring yourself up. Right, let's come on round. We're just going to finish off with a shoulder bridge, okay? So, you have nothing between the knees. You have your ball between the knees. You tie your band above the knees. Now, when you tie your band, make sure feet and knees are hip width apart and you've got resistance in that band. Right, are you sitting nice and tall on your sit bones? Arms are here, or if you need support, hold behind your legs, shoulders down. Turn your sit bones towards your ankles. I just want you to get a little stretch through the lower back, shoulders down. Core strong. Come tall. Do that little tilt of the hips, tuck your chin, take yourself down. Nice and slow, in control. When you get to the bottom, relax your shoulders and arms to the mat. Engage your core, bring your heels towards your butt. Feet, knees, hip width apart. You may be able to feel the back of the heel with your longest fingers. Relax your shoulders and arms. Drop your chin onto your shoulder. Just get a stretch through the side of your neck. Chin goes up over the ceiling to the other side. And chin is up. Let's do some pelvic tilts. Take a breath. Breathing out, tilt your pelvis, tummy button to spine. Now press that lower back firmly into the mat. And release. Breath in, breath out. Tilt and press, pull that pelvic floor up nice and strong. Breath in, breath out. Tilt and press, keep your shoulders and jaw relaxed. Couple more with your breath. Last one. Right, let's take it up for our shoulder bridge. Take a breath. Breathing out, tilt the pelvis, tummy button to spine, pressing firmly through your feet. Slowly peel your spine up. When you get to the top, drop your chin towards your chest, so you're looking towards your knees. You're a straight line, shoulders, hips, knees in line. Press firmly through all four sides of your feet. Engage your butt, engage your quads, turn your sit bones to the underside of your knees. Turn your knees towards your toes. Lengthen through your hips. Right, we're going to come down slowly, go up slowly. Don't let your tail touch. If your shoulders allow, we're also going to move our arms. So take a breath in, breathing out. Let your spine come down as your arms go up and go over your head. Breath in at the bottom, breath out. Now bring your arms over, press through your feet, squeeze through your butt. Breath in, breath out as you go down. Breath in at the bottom, breath out as you come up. Keep it going. Work with your shoulders, work with your lower back. Remember, we're not dropping our hips. We're coming down through our spine. When we get to the top, you press firmly through your feet. Squeeze your butt. Quads are strong. One more. And arms are down beside you. You're up nice and straight. Tail to the underside of the knees, knees to toe. Bring your hands to balance. Palms facing, fingertips to ceiling, shoulder blades on the mat. And again, if your shoulders allow, arms going overhead and relaxing to the mat. You're a nice straight line, pressing through the feet, squeezing the tail, tail to the underside of the knees, knees to toes, chin to chest. Take a breath. The biggest one you've taken all day, and come down on my count. 10, 9, 8. Let each vertebra touch down, one after the other. Tilt your pelvis when you get to the small of the back. Tail touches, back relaxes in a C curve, arms come over. Right, engage your core, bring your knees towards you, take your ball or band away. I want you to hug your knees in as tight as you can as you press your tail towards the top of the mat. Feel that stretch through your glutes. Flex and point your toes. Now we go into happy baby. Separate the knees towards the armpits. Soles of the feet towards the ceiling. Hands behind the knees, pressing the knees as close to the mat as you can. If you can reach the outside of your feet without straining through shoulders and neck, do that. Take a breath. Breathing out, press those knees towards the mat as you press your tail down into your mat. So you don't want to roll your lower back up. You want to keep that lower back down, and each time you breathe out, your knees are just going to get a little closer to the mat, stretching through your glutes, through your hips. Right, feet are coming down, knees are still bent, feet are on the outside of your mat. Arms go out from shoulders, palms up. Drop your knees to one side. Shoulder blades stay on the mat. Turn your head away from your knees. Those that want a little extra stretch through the outside of the hip into the lower back, put your ankle on the outside of that knee. Just gets that extra stretch, but please work with your hip. Release that ankle. Take a breath. Engage the core. Knees come up. Let them relax over to the other side. Turn the head away, those that want to. Ankle on the outside of that knee. Release that ankle. Right, we're doing windshield wipers. So you take a breath in, Breathing out, you bring your knees up and over to the other side. Breath in at the bottom, breath out, bring them up and over. Just working through those hips, go with your breath. One more each side. Knees back to the middle. Engage your core, hug your knees into your ribs. Do a little circle on your lower back. Circle the other way. Rock side to side. Right, massage your spine, whatever feels good. Then hug the knees in one more time. Press your tail towards the top of the mat. Drop your shoulders down. Cross your ankles. Take a breath, engage the core, roll up. So are you sitting cross-legged, or if you need long legs, then do that. We're just going to go into a sitting cat. So you either hold behind the knees or under the knees, and then you tuck your chin, tuck your tail, suck your belly in, and feel that stretch through your spine. Take a breath. Breathing out. Now bring your chest and chin forward. Use your hands on your legs to press yourself forward. Let's go with the breath. Breath in, breath out into cat. Breath in, bring it through for cow. One more cat. And one more cow. Right, bring yourself up. Now we're going to circle through our hips. So you go to the side, you come round to the front, you go to the side, bring yourself back. Use the hands on the legs. So see how big a circle you can. Just start off small. Now can you go a little lower? Chest goes a little closer to the mat. You go over a little further. You go back a little further. Just work with your hips. Right, you're back to the top. Let's go the other way. Now just small to start. See how those hips feel. Right, work with your hips. Go a little further to the side. Take your chest a little closer to the mat. Bring it back into cat. One more. And you're sitting tall. God, we ran out of time. Right, just let's work our neck. Take it down. Press your chest, the chin into your chest. Breath in. Breath out. Take the chin up. Feel the stretch through the front of the neck. Bring it back to the middle. Let's take it over the shoulder. Breath in. Breath out across the horizon to the other side. Come back to the middle. Right ear to shoulder. Opposite palm pressing down. Take a breath. Breathing out, drop your chin towards the mat. Breath in at the bottom. Breath out, lift the chin towards the ceiling. Back to the middle. We're up. Other side. Ear relaxes down. Opposite palm presses down. Feel the stretch through the side of the neck. Sitting tall on your sit bones. Don't slump. Take a breath. Breathing out. Drop the chin towards the shoulder. Breath in. Lift the chin towards the ceiling. Back to the middle. We're up. Right, half circles or full circles. Work with your neck. Squash through the middle. Go tall at the top. Breath in at the bottom. Breath out as you go through one way and then the other. Here's our last one. Back to the front. Right, let's take a breath in and see how tall you can stretch those fingers. And then soft shoulders, soft elbows down. And again, go as tall as you can. Stretch through that back. And we're down. Last one. Go tall. Cup palms. Bring them down the center. Drop your shoulders. Drop your chin. Palms come to belly. Elbows are out. Press. And release. Well done. Go off and enjoy this gorgeous day. It's supposed to rain this afternoon, but you know, who knows what the weather's going to do. If you didn't sign in, please sign out. If you're at home, let me know you're there. Like to know who's watching, and we'll see you back on the mat. Thank you.